Hi everyone, my name is Dr. Paul Kerstetter. Today I want to share what I've learned from my experience as an author using Amazon's self-publishing platform KDP. At the beginning of my journey, I explored several business options, but after weighing the pros and cons, I decided that writing books was the right path for me. One of the great things about writing nonfiction is that it forces you to learn, and I love learning. It aligned perfectly with both my interests and strengths. Another big appeal, writing is scalable. I figured if one book did well, then writing another would double the impact. Plus, it had the potential to generate passive income. So I dove in. I read a book called Self-Publish a Bestseller in 30 Days by Gundi Gabriel. It convinced me that even a hobbyist like me could succeed. It also introduced me to a critical and overlooked part of self-publishing, building a platform to promote your book. That was a detail I hadn't fully considered when I jumped into this. I followed Gundi's advice and wrote a book called Crash Proof Your Investment. I published it on Amazon, promoted it, and yes, it became a bestseller in its category. But going through the process opened to my eyes to what the word bestseller actually means. It's largely a marketing gimmick. Bestseller, by what standard? Once you ask that, the illusion starts to fade. Although, in some cases, the word bestseller is really meaningful. I experimented with various forms of advertising, Facebook ads, Amazon ads, marketing services, even book contests. These efforts helped my book climb to #1 in its category, though Amazon has a lot of categories to choose from, so that's not always as impressive as it sounds. But here's the problem. I spent more on advertising than I made in book sales. It wasn't profitable. That's the risk with paid marketing. You just don't know what financial return will be. It felt like throwing money into a black hole and crossing my fingers. While I did sell books, a pattern emerged. I was spending more than I was earning. In effect, I was paying people to read my book. That basically is vanity press. I didn't give up right away. I wrote 3 more books. Yes, the business is scalable, but what I didn't realize is that it can scale in the lost direction too. Unfortunately, I became a bit addicted to the process, thinking if I just threw enough money at it, something would click. In the end, I unpublished my books to help myself break the cycle. I had spent $30,000 on publishing and marketing, but only made back $3,000. Why didn't my book succeed? It turns out romance novels dominate book sales. I was writing dense financial books, useful, but not exactly entertaining. My audience was much smaller than those drawn to fiction or romance. After going down the rabbit hole, here's what I learned. #1, writing a book is just the beginning. The real job is marketing. Publishing on KDP is really an internet marketing business. #2, romance is king. It's the most popular genre by far. I'm not interested in writing fiction, let alone romance. #3, paid ads are a gamble. You might earn back your investment, but often you won't. It can become a vanity project. #4, most authors, about 99%, don't succeed financially through their books. #5, those big YouTubers who display their royalty KDP screen, they don't show you the whole picture. Sure, they may have made $100,000 in royalties, but they might have spent $90,000 in ads. Every business has its costs. But it's not all bad news. Writing those books forced me to read over 100 financial titles. That's a lot of learning, which was my original reason for doing this. And here's the ironic twist. All that financial knowledge ended up helping me make real money. Not through book sales, but through investing in the stock market and real estate. In fact, it helped me take 4 years off work to really live life on my own terms. But that's a story for another video. Thanks for watching. I hope this helped you see the full picture of what it's really like to publish on KDP. Take care, stay safe, and I'll see you in the next video.